Roman?
I mean, I personally am super excited. I'm from Broward County, so it's like a little bit down south in Florida, so it's kind of like a homecoming party for me. I've never been to Universal either, so that's also pretty cool. So I'm like pretty excited to do all that, and it's all for a great cause. So, pretty excited. Anyone else?
Personally, it's a great pleasure to be here. This bowl supports a great cause, which has very close ties to my family as well. Like Roman said, it's a privilege to be down here. We're excited. Thank you for having us.
I'll open it up for Parker. Welcome back to Orlando.
Thank you.
I just got to throw it out and ask, with the way you guys came back and had the bounce back game we talked about to win the conference championship in a Battle of Ohio game, right? How much of a opportunity is it to kind of get rewarded for not only winning the conference and then playing against another offense of what could be a firework kind of a game? How much excitement does that bring you for all those concepts?
Yeah, I'm really excited. I think the whole team's excited to be down in some warm weather. I'm just looking forward to celebrating with these guys this season, but also coming, against a good team and putting a good 4 quarters together. I think the team's looking forward to the challenge. Jack State's a good team, good players, and we're all pumped up to get to go out and play against them and showcase our abilities one last time.
You guys obviously have Coach Smith at the helm now. What has Coach Tim Albin kind of meant to you guys, and what has he kind of meant to this program overall?
Yeah, Coach Albin, I mean, he's meant a ton. All the guys on this team love Coach Albin. The culture that he has instilled in the team, it just means so much. And I think I can speak for everyone on the team that we wish him all the best of luck, and we love him. And he's a great coach. And we are excited to go out and to play this game under Coach Smitty. And we look forward to it. And we're all rallying behind him, and we're excited for what he's going to do. And but yes, definitely love Coach Albin and wish him the best.
This is for all you guys. And along those lines, you talked a little bit about culture, the culture that this program is trying to establish. You guys don't have a lot of players. I don't think there's any in the transfer portal. When a coach leaves, players decide to go elsewhere and play elsewhere. What does that say about the culture of this program and everyone that maybe you guys weren't jumping in the portal wanting to leave, that you guys all stuck around and want to play this game?
I think it just speaks to how much everyone wants to play for each other. Like, these guys on defense want to play for the guys on offense. The guys on offense want to play for the guys on defense. Like, we got a true brotherhood on this team. I think it speaks to the coaching staff too, and how much we care and want to play for them, that we all want to be here and we all want to play this game because we've done something special this year, and we want to, we want one more game at least with all of us here.
How's it going? What does it mean to you guys to be here in Orlando playing for a cause such as the Cure Bowl?
Personally, like I kind of said, as well, you never know who's going through cancer, who may know someone going through that. We have a lot of bowls, but this one, it's a great cause. For the people who struggle with it on a day-to-day basis, the people who it surprises them, and for us in Jackson State, we all, a very big privilege for us to be here for this cause, raise money, find a cure to help people in these situations better, if that makes sense.
Andrew got my thunder on that. I was going to ask that question. But let me go to the guys on defense, Roman and Adonis. Obviously, you guys will be playing against a high-power group coming in. I talk about Parker, battling a team like that, but you guys are going to have to obviously do the work there facing that offense. What is it you guys see, and how excited are you for the opportunity to play a great offense?
I'm very excited. It's another chance for us to get out there and show we can do it against another team. They like to run the ball, and I think our team is a very aggressive team. Talk about the culture. That's a part of our culture. We're ready to play all 4 quarters, aggression all day. So we'll be able to put our talents again on the test against a good team. We like to run the ball and maybe through the air.
Yeah, they got a just from watching film, I know that they got a good quarterback. They do a lot. Thankfully we got Parker scrambling, doing stuff in practice, getting us ready for that too. So, we've been ready for that. But, they got good receivers. They got just a great offense, But I think we got a great defense too. So I'm excited for the game.
Parker, you have the Orlando connection. UCF is connected with the Cure Bowl. What would you say? How have you grown as a player from your time at UCF? And how do you reflect back on that?
Yeah, I mean, I'd say my time at UCF, a lot of growth for me as a player in my development. Obviously didn't get a whole lot of opportunity on the field, but I think, a lot of that growth can happen in practice, and especially being behind a quarterback like Dylan Gabriel for 2 years. Just as a friend and as a player, like, he's helped me so much in terms of watching how he prepares, how he attacks practice and games and his preparation. My time here at UCF has meant a ton to me. And, a lot of that, I feel like that patience during that time and some time at Ohio is coming to fruition now. And I'm pretty excited and just blessed to be a part of this team.
You get some nostalgia being back in your Orlando area for a short time?
A little bit. Definitely some more if we're closer to campus, but yeah.
I got a question for all you guys, but Anthony, if you could kind of tell me what strengths Parker has, and then Parker, can you do the same for Anthony?
I'd love to.
And also Roman and Adonis. If Roman, you can tell me the strengths of Adonis, and Roman. So Anthony, if you would go first with Parker.
Yeah, so this is very easy. There's nothing Parker Navarro can't do in the backfield, as you guys see. I've told him multiple times. He is the most athletic quarterback I've ever played with. From the countless spin moves he does. But there's times where we're scrambling, and I'm like, all right, I'm here, I'm open. And he's just spinning, breaking tackles, and making big plays for our offense when we need them. But more than that, a great roommate, a great man off the field, a great leader. Always there to pick the guys up, help guys bounce back, especially the young guys. And you see that from him. And guys take after him, especially in the quarterback room, the running back room, me personally. But like I said, just a great athlete, a ball player. When you need a play to be made, give the ball to Parker. It's going to be made.
Yeah, now I'll talk about Trey. Trey's, like he said, we're roommates, great roommate, great friend as well. But, I mean, man, Trey's a baller on the field. And it makes my job easier having him back there because he's just bouncing off tackles. He's getting the first down. He's making plays. And, I talk to him and, like, people key on Trey, then it opens stuff up for me. Or, people key on me, it opens stuff up for Trey. So it's like the 1-2 punch. And to have a guy like that in the backfield with me is just such a blessing. And, like, I couldn't have asked for a better running back to share that backfield with because it's just made it such a fun year. Even those little conversations you have mid-game, it's been great. He's a baller and a great player.
I mean, first of all, when I first met Adonis, he was pretty quiet guy. Didn't really talk a lot, but I feel like this year, he's really came out of his shell. We talk a lot on the field, so I think, just from playing with him for so long, like, I think his best feature is definitely his tackling. Like, if I was running the ball, I'd definitely be scared seeing 5 coming up, filling the hole. But outside of that, I mean, he's a great cover guy. He's got speed. He's pretty much a Swiss Army knife of the defense. You could really put Adonis anywhere, and I think that he would play that position just as well as anyone else. Outside of that, yeah, just a great friend, great guy. He hits something, I rock him. He rolls him. You know what I'm saying? So.
Talking about Roman, man, I think he just doesn't get the enough attention that he deserves. Talking about that corner and the boundary, you want somebody to get locked down, it's the guy to do it every day. Put him on the island, he's going to get the job done 10 times out of 10. Just on the field, a great guy that gets the guys motivated and wanted to get the ball down the next play. I think just a great person, great football player overall.
I'm sure you guys watch a lot of film. What can the fans look forward to for Friday? What's that game going to be like?
A very physical game. It's from the defense and very physical from the offense too. But just talking about defense, we're on it from the start to finish and no letting up, full pedal to the metal, all 4 quarters.
Yeah, we know they like to run it, so we got something for that. Hopefully we get him passing the ball a little bit, so I'm not bored all game. But,
I like the run though. Give me all the action.
Yeah.
And to add on to that, I say from the offense, you're going to see a lot of juice, a lot of energy, a lot of big plays. Coming in with the, attack mindset, you know what I mean? come in, get after it, start fast, and play all 4 quarters.
For Adonis, the season you've had, missed a number of games with an injury. You get a chance to close out in a bowl game. What's this mean to you? How much more special does that make this year for you?
I mean, just from the start, missing the amount of games that I've missed, it's hard just to watch the guys go out there and just having to watch them play a sport that you just love. So that part is hard, but being able to be there and support them on that way is good. And just to close it out the way that I know we will, it's even more of a blessing just to have this opportunity to be able to get back. Because I know a lot of people get hurt and sometimes they can't come back, but God gave me the opportunity to come back. It's just going to be good to go out, get my old guys that 11 win.
Any questions? Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No, our program's extremely excited to be playing in the Cure Bowl. It's one that I have not had an opportunity to be a part of yet, but have heard a lot about. And the thing that makes this bowl special, aside from the great location you get to be at, is what it represents. And I think once our players got to really see what the bowl does to help raise money for cancer research and how it has affected so many of our guys in our program and their families, the bowl really means a lot to them. So it's cool to be a part of something that represents more than just football during the bowl seasons.
Coach, good to meet you. Would you say that this Jack State offense might represent the best offense you play this season, at least among G5 teams?
Definitely one of the more dynamic. I know their quarterback is extremely special and makes a lot of things go for them. They're very explosive. They can play at a high tempo, and that creates some problems. But absolutely a very formidable opponent and very talented group.
Brian, how challenging has this been with the coach leaving and taking another job and you stepping in and being an interim coach?
Well, there's definitely challenges anytime there's change. I think that's always hard for especially young kids. And the great thing about our team is they're extremely resilient. They're very close. They really love and trust each other. So through this process, you have them rely on each other and the assistant coaches who have done a great job with them. And then just to trust that their best interests are in mind. And we're going to do everything we can to make sure that they're successful and prepared. And with the group that we have, there's a lot of trust in the staff and with their teammates that they've been doing a great job.
How big is it for your team and the program that you're playing in a bowl game that is the only bowl game that's non-CFP that matches up conference champions against each other?
I think it's awesome. When you have a chance to play another really successful program, I think it's a great opportunity for your team. It's great for competition, and it's great for the competition between different conferences. I think it's awesome that we can match up that way.
Coach, a lot of players and previous coaches, especially who have coached in this Cure Bowl, mentioned that a lot of players didn't travel outside of the state, sometimes even first time flying. What does that mean to them, to your players, that they're able to travel to Orlando, to a destination like this, experience the theme parks and Universal, plus play in a bowl as meaningful as this one? Yeah,
it's one of the great bonuses of being successful as a football program and having the opportunity to have this for your team is, it's definitely a celebration of a job well done for the season, and it's an opportunity to keep competing together as a group. The great thing with our team is that they've all hung together. So for us to do it as a complete team, which most programs right now aren't getting the opportunity to do that. So I really commend our guys for staying together.
Coach, just how has this culture been built then? Because you don't see that often. It seems like these guys are super motivated to finish what they began. Like how did this all come together?
Well, it's been built for years. It started with Coach Solich, and Coach Albin continued it. And then we're trying to continue with that tradition. And, we have some really strong core values that our guys built into. And, the program is based in, our players loving each other, trusting each other, doing things the right way. And we've been really lucky with this group that they enjoy playing with each other. They've had so much fun this year and had so much success that they really just want to see this thing through together as a group. And, we're extremely proud for them. It shows a lot of integrity as a group for them to do that.
Along those lines, I think I asked the players this, the culture theme, mostly when a coach leaves, we've seen more and more where players are willing to jump in the portal right away and get going, especially with the portal window open right now. What does it say about this group that you guys haven't had anyone in the portal? You guys have stayed together, pretty much locked in and playing in this game, whereas guys could have just left and decided to continue the career elsewhere.
Yeah, again, it just shows how much our guys care about each other. Care about being Bobcats, and how much they love their teammates, and they have something special that they really get a chance to be a part of. The program has won 10 games 6 times in the history of the program. These guys as a group have done it the last 3 years. The program has never won 11 games though. They have an opportunity to win 6 straight bowl games as a program. So there's a lot that they're playing for. There's a lot that they're motivated about, and really they've had a lot of fun playing together and winning games, and have really enjoyed that process as a group, which is fun to be a part of.
Did you have to give a speech or anything? Did you talk to them about what all this happened, like to maybe convince anyone, or was it already established that no one was protected?
For the most part, it was established. When it initially happened, I'm sure there was doubt with guys, and I think a lot of them really leaned on each other. And the core group of our leadership group, I think, drives the team, which helps a lot.
Parker had mentioned, that while they love Coach Alvin, they plan on rallying around you for this game. What does that mean to you?
I think their support is great. It's not necessarily what I was definitely looking for. I'm more in service of them than I'm looking for them to serve me. That's my role as a coach, is to put them in an opportunity to be successful. And that was something we talked about from the beginning. In terms of my promise to them, was that I would make sure that they're prepared for this game, and that we're going to work as hard as we can to make sure that they are in the best opportunity to win this game. And then the thing that I asked for them in return was that they took care of each other. And they handled things in the locker room the right way, that they supported each other and made sure that we all stuck together.
You talked about culture, leadership, how it starts from the top, and then you had the leadership in the locker room. Take us into the locker room with the 4 guys that you had here, and describe each of them and how they made an impact on the whole team.
So Parker's impact comes a lot from his character and his work ethic. I think guys respect that a lot about him. All off season, he's going to outcompete just about everybody in the program in everything that he's doing, which is special. And starting off in spring, he wasn't the starting quarterback. He had to earn that position, and he did that through how he worked, how he competed, and he had a lot of ups and downs through the early part of the season. And he didn't lose trust. The players didn't lose faith in him. Everyone really stuck together and continued to play hard for him because of the respect that he gained with the type of person he is, the character that he has. I think Adonis's impact, he's more of a silent leader, but it's how he practices. And that's what's always stood out to me. There's a lot of things that you stress on teams with how you practice day in and day out, how you're taking care of each other, how you practice at a high level and still do it in a safe manner. And he's been amazing with that. And, he will go full speed, and he's going to practice at a high level, execute at a high level, and he's going to do it exactly how you're trying to teach him to practice. And that always shows, and it's a reflection of the type of person that he is. Trey's impact was quick because he was a transfer. One of the cool things with him was he graduated from Northwestern, was a very high academic kid there. Because they were a quarter system, he graduated the Friday before we started spring ball. Packed his things in his car, drove down to Athens, got his physical on Monday, started practicing with us on Tuesday. So his impact was fairly immediate with the type of person that he was, how he approached learning our system really fast and was able to execute at a high level. I think he's a very high character kid as well, and provided a lot of leadership for us. The unique thing with us was we lost a lot of guys from the portal last year. We were talking about how everyone stuck together this year. The year before, we lost a ton. Just offensively for us, it was 9 guys that moved up to Power 4 programs. So we needed some influx of older players through the transfer portal to come in and make an impact as people. And Trey was one of those. Coleman Owen was another one that impacted our program right away because of their character. And then Roman does an amazing job with how he serves. Whenever there's opportunities that D'Angelo Smith coordinates with our program of service opportunities in the community, he's always one of the first people that's always wants to be a part of it. I think he has a big heart, and I think guys respect him a lot because of that.
Coach, local fans that support this bowl game are also UCF fans. They're going to recognize Parker's name.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't get the opportunity that he wanted here. What do you think it means to him to come back to where it started and get this opportunity? It could be a showcase for him.
I think it's very full circle for him. I know he was able to hang out with a couple of his friends that he played with while he was at UCF last night. All opportunities are good opportunities to learn and grow, and I think he was able to learn and grow a lot through his time here. And he's really flourished with us in this season. But I'm sure he's looked at this as an opportunity to really show what he can do in the area where he started his college career.
Coach, obviously we talked to the players before you came up. They mentioned expecting having to stop a run game from Jack State.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like this is a good opportunity to kind of call out Roman. Corners don't normally get a whole lot of attention in a game like this typically. But if the stopping the run successful, third downs are going to be big for him.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a ton of passes defended. How big of an impact can he make to close the game out here if things go well?
A big impact. And he's one that it can be an annoyance to me the time I've been here as an offensive coordinator. I think he is a smart player, a smart defensive back, and has a good feel of reading routes. And he's one that I've talked to quite a bit during practices of, okay, what were you seeing on there? How did you know that was coming? Just to pick his brain a little bit, because I think he is a very smart player, and he's given us some problems in my time here. It's great. It's not necessarily that feedback. It's more just the connections that you make with the kids is what's important.
All right, Coach, just to wrap up, how is it going to be to be with your family here at City Walk, here at University of Orlando, and be able to spend some time with them over the next couple of days?
It's awesome. You work so hard throughout a football season. You're so committed to your program. It is extremely time consuming. And the commitment that your families have to make because of the jobs that you do is it can be taxing. So for them to be rewarded with these opportunities when you have success is awesome. The families love going on the bowl trips, and when they're in great locations and with people that do a great job with their hospitality, it makes it even better. So I have a daughter that's 12. She's excited to be going to Universal tomorrow, and my wife is very excited to be here and enjoy the week.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck on Friday.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate it.